Alright y'all, it is me, NVJumper. Welcome back to Rebels Canyon. We're going to do a real quick war recap. Not a whole lot going on in this war, just a couple videos to show you, a couple replays. So we're going to come in here and check out this 26-23 win. We're getting back on a roll again. Getting a few of our regulars back for next war. I've been kind of the top guy for a few wars now. Our Town Hall 10's been upgrading his heroes. So he's been out. He's back now though, so I can drop down to being the number 2 guy and let him handle those big bad Town Hall 10s. And we're actually going to look at one of those videos later on. So check out the map here real quick. Pretty good war on both sides. Really even up top, and no 1-stars left on the boards. But just you know, not cleaning up those Town Hall 8s down there at the bottom is what really did it in for them. But again, pretty good war. Just a little bit better on those Town Hall 8s, those cleanups for us. So we'll check the stats here. And again, good war. They actually didn't even lose an attack, so pretty good there. We'll check the individual stats in a little bit. Just those lack of 3-stars right there just kind of hurt them. Alright, checking the team stats coming in here. And nothing too spectacular. I don't think we... Oh, no, we did have a 6-star by Jug, so pretty good job. We'll check out one of his attacks to kind of reward him for that. He actually had the most heroic anyway. I believe that second attack was the most heroic, so we'll see that one anyway. No defenses, but some good hold-offs by Tyson and DJ there. Taking a lot of... absorbing a lot of attacks there. So really good there. And looking at their attacks, top guys did pretty good, but if you notice, they were really attacking down. Their number 5 actually came up and attacked me and got the 2-stars, but again, my base is set up to give up the 2-stars, but it's set up to prevent the 3-star. So I guess that's kind of the mentality they had is, okay, it's easy to get the 2-star on it, so we'll let a lower guy get it. But he got 3-starred anyway, so haha to him. And coming in here, checking the defenses. Not many cleanup attacks needed. That defense against number 4 was actually just a looting attack. So, you know, nothing really major. And even the 2-stars for us are high percentage, which really helps that percentage in the end, just in case there's a tie at the end. So we'll come back over here, and we're going to go watch this replay by Jugs and the most heroic. And pretty standard GoWiPe by him. Just as usual, bringing 3 P.E.K.K.A.s plus a max in the Town Hall. Goes minimal on the golems, only 2 of them. So I guess it's not really too minimal, but I really like the really nice wide funnel and good placement of the golems, soaking up all those targets and getting that big wide range of wizards around there. Just taking out all that trash buildings. One, just to further make sure his P.E.K.K.A.s and heroes, or his P.E.K.K.A.s and his king don't go wandering on them and go off on a walk on their own. But it also makes the cleanup a lot quicker at the end, which you'll notice as we get into this video. Just watching the cleanup, because he took out that entire almost 180 perimeter of the trash building outside, it lets his troops just kind of focus on almost making a half-moon loop out of this base to get around and clean everything else up. And it took him 253. If you watch the replay of when his first troop was dropped, it was at 253. So if you watch that, you know, 7 seconds remaining, and if he hadn't taken all those trash buildings around the outside, really could have hurt him on the cleanup. So we're going to actually speed this up. The core is defeated, Town Hall's down, just cleanup left, but just to kind of save some time in the video, we'll go ahead and speed this up by 2. It gets a good split there on his P.E.K.K.A.s, and then they converge back. Golem's taking a little bit for some of those wizards, but they eventually do go down there. And again, just good cleanup. I like the use of some of his spare archers on the outside. Didn't get that storage down, but maybe weakened it enough so it got one-shotted by those P.E.K.K.A.s. It's just, you know, a second here, second there can be sometimes what it takes for these raids. Another good split by those P.E.K.K.A.s right there. The max P.E.K.K.A. about to go down, goes down right there to that wizard tower. But still 2 P.E.K.K.A.s left up and able to get through this weakened part of this wall and bust through and take out their last defense. So good job there by Jugs. Alright, and we're going to check out, like I mentioned, the Town Hall 9 myself, taking out a Town Hall 10. And very, very weird layout. A very open teaser base, I guess you could call it. And I kind of discussed this one a little bit with some of the guys on Bindle and on OneHive's channel. And I had a plan, just, you know, kind of mass golems with a bunch of wizards and followed up by some witches. Just trying to get enough troops in there and just overflood those Inferno towers. Just trying to get in there quick enough to neutralize those and get those down. Brought 3 rages and a heal. Maybe could have been better with maybe 2 heals, or maybe even just with rages because of those Inferno towers negating the heals. Not really sure if I could have done this in any better way. But just trying to flood my way in here. And, you know, I took out the trash buildings in the top with some wizards just to keep everything focused in the center. I didn't want the skeletons was the big worry there. I didn't want the skeletons venturing off to the sides. You know, the wizards I wasn't too worried about, but I didn't want the skeletons getting off on the sides and then the witches moving ahead and not having their tanks. Because that can be a big issue. If your skeletons get running around the outside and the witches, because they have that range, they start going towards the middle, a lot of times they'll get taken out. And of course they're not going to respawn skeletons because the skeletons are taking out trash buildings with no defenses. So there's nothing really to kill them to get those witches to respawn in front of themselves. But had enough left over here coming around the outside. Didn't get that one Inferno Tower on the bottom. But had enough troops to come in here and get that Town Hall. And then just a few more buildings before that Inferno Tower and these Expos end up taking the rest of me out. So thought this could have been a 3-star, but I guess it's just enough to keep it being a 2-star. Not sure if there's anything I could have done to make it a little bit better, but, you know, 2-star on Town Hall 10 is not bad, especially from a Town Hall 9, so we'll take what we can get. Alright, and we're going to watch just one more replay. Let's look at... We'll watch 2. We'll watch this one by Beaker, a hog attack, and then we'll go ahead and watch Jimbo's attack. Well, we may not do that. Now, I'm trying to make this a little bit quick. Cowboys game is on. Huge Cowboys fan, so trying to speed things up. The Cowboys look like they're in the red zone, so I'm going to make this a really quick video. But just a simple CC draw, and with that 2 spot being right there, I wanted to send that hog in there just to test if there was a bomb. Sure enough, there is. So, you know, Beaker comes in and just draws everything off to the side. Simple kill. As soon as the dragon goes down, sends in the hogs, sends all the heroes on the one side, sends in the hogs in a big swiping wave. And then there's no real double giant bomb threats, so just dropping heals to cover the empty spaces. So if there's no double giant bomb threats, you can be a lot more liberal with your heals. But you still want to always drop them where there could be spaces, could be bomb spaces. And then, of course, if you see one pop up, obviously you want to heal your hogs up because they're going to take a shot, and then drop it as soon as you can. Drops that poison spell to slow down that king. He's just beating up on the hogs a little bit, so just enough to slow him down. One more bomb right there, but luckily the hogs are in 2 groups, so only hits about half of them, and that's the last defense anyway. So now the hogs can turn around, focus on the rest of these heroes. Queen coming in to help take out the king, and the king actually lives. If you look right there, the enemy king is actually still left alive, but all the buildings are down. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Doesn't happen very often, but we've seen it a lot with hog attacks actually in our clan. If you keep that, if the king is still alive, he's not required to take out in order to win. So since we're not going to watch any more replays, just going to comment and call it a day, and we'll see you next war.